Hello and Happy New Year. I'm Wayne Klockner, Executive Director of the American Birding Association, and I want to welcome you to ABA's 2024 Bird of the Year Reveal. Tonight, you'll hear from Bird of the Year artist Natasza Fontaine about her creative process and her connection to this special bird. You'll also hear about conservation efforts aimed at protecting the species and enjoy live discussion and Q&A with ABA's own Nate Swick and Greg Neise. But before we get into the program, I want to share with you my excitement for all that ABA has in store in 2024 and beyond and invite you along on the journey. By becoming a member, you'll get exclusive access to stories, insight, and expertise from the world of birding, and also access real-time discussion from birders around the world through ABA Community and the ABA Community app. By becoming a member, you'll also support ABA's programs like the American Birding Podcast and the Young Birders programs, which seek to uplift the next generation of birders. So head on over to aba.org/join and become a member today. And thank you. Now enjoy tonight's program.
Hi, my name's Chip Klaus, and I'm here to guess on 2024's ABA Bird of the Year. And I think with the recent lump, it's got to be the Western flycatcher.
The rose-breasted grosbeak.
Jarrett Lewis, and I'm going to go with Limpkin.
Chris Weiss, now in Dallas. Oregon Ducks. Go Ducks!
American Kestrel.
Hannah Busher from Hannah and Eric Go Birding, and my guess for ABA Bird of the Year is an Eastern Screech Owl.
Hi, this is Brian from Leica Sport Optics, and I think that this year's bird will be the green jay.
Franklin's Gull.
PJ Cardos with Koa Sport Optics, and my guess for the 2024 Bird of the Year is the Kirtland's Warbler.
Michelle Johnson-Lewis, Montclair, New Jersey, Bald Eagle.
Hello, my name is Carlos Betancourt. I'm here from the Canopy family in Panama, and I think the ABA Bird of the Year will be a summer tanager.
Golden Crown Kinglet. Horned Swallow.
It's winter time here in Delaware. Time for ABA's Bird of the Year. ABA's Bird of the Year.
Hello, Nate. And hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody out on the internet. We are excited to welcome you all here this evening for ABA's 2024 Bird of the Year reveal. And for those of you who enjoy Greg and my somewhat professional live bird identification program on What's This Bird Group, we're excited to have you here. We're going to do a little bit of a What's This Bird as we try and guess this year's Bird of the Year. We hope to have a little bit of that What's That Bird spirit for all of you here. Greg,
yeah,
what have you got? I love seeing all the guesses on the in the comments. Keep them coming.
Yes, I'm watching all the people chime in, and there's way too many to say hi to.
Way too many.
They're coming in like a Michigan snowstorm, and we love to see it. This is wonderful. And yes, you're gonna get that theme song stuck in your head, so just live with it.
It'll be on the podcast next
It's a
week
good
anyway,
theme song. It's written by John Lowry, our very own John Lowry.
That's right.
So yeah, we've got our 2024 Bird of the Year. We're watching FaceTube. We're watching Facebook and YouTube.
FaceTube and Yuba.
We're FaceTubing it, and yeah. So let's just jump right in and see if we can figure out what this bird is.
Man, this is good. We got some photos here. We got some photos.
Yeah.
Of the Bird of the Year.
So, boy, I think I know what this is right off the bat.
Yeah. In classic What's This Bird fashion, we are going to take the worst possible angle of this bird. But Greg, I've got my copy of Tom Stevenson's Scott Whittle's The Warbler Guide.
Hang on just a second.
We got guesses?
We got guesses, but I got David Andre Hernandez says, regards from Honduras. Well,
hey,
it just so happens we're gonna give a hint here. The pictures we're showing of the Bird of the Year were taken on its wintering ground, and David Andre Hernandez, you're probably looking at one
No, I'm
right now
breeding.
this week.
It's not really winter in Honduras.
No,
they have winter there. I don't think they have winter there.
So you said you got your warbler guide ready. I don't know.
I got my warbler guide, Tom Stevenson. Well, I mean, it's a small bird, Greg. Look at the branches.
And it's got that
leaves.
white in the tail, so that really knocks out a lot of.
I don't know if y'all have this book, but it's got this wonderful plate of all the warbler undertails, and there's dark base, white and undertail coverts that lead us in that direction. But there's a lot of options here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yeah.
10 options, Greg.
10 options.
Do we have any other photos?
Well, let's see if this one.
We always
will
like
help.
multiple photos.
This has all of the best of the worst pictures available. It's back
we
of the
love
camera.
We love a back of camera shot.
Yeah, a little beat up camera there, and the birds, partially out of the frame, and there's a lot of reflection on the screen. I mean, everything's going on in this picture.
This is worse than the first photo, Greg. Do we have any others to go by?
I think there's one more.
Great.
Where I don't even know where the bird is in this.
There it is. The bird in this photo.
Yeah, where is the bird? Where's this bird?
This is the worst one yet. Greg, I don't know how we're supposed to identify this bird from these terrible photos.
Well, you know what? I don't know that we can. However, we got a ringer.
We got a ringer.
It's
Natasza.
Natasza Fontaine.
She is the artist of the 2024 Bird of the Year. Her painting will be on the first birding magazine issue of 2024. And Natasza, can you identify this bird?
I'm going to start off with those are some really bad pictures. I mean, I don't know if that was fair. That was kind of wrong.
he does a good job getting some tough ones, but I feel like he went a little overboard on this.
Yeah, that was really bad. Bad.
We don't pull any punches here at the ABA.
Clearly. So what do you got for us, Natasza?
I don't have any guesses because I have the answer.
The answer. Yeah, she's got it.
I am so excited to reveal the bird of the year, and also very excited to finally get the secret out that I can actually tell people, because I've known for a little bit too long, and I'm just so tired of this secret. So
I think your fellow bird of the year artists feel that very deeply.
Yeah. This was rough. All right, so here we go. I guess
let's see it.
I'll reveal it.
Here we go.
Maybe a drum roll. Oh boy. Yeah. Oh boy. Here it is. Not yet. Not yet.
And you're blaming me for taking it.
Oh.
That's right.
Whoa.
Here we go.
Okay, here we go.
It's
golden winged warbler.
It's a golden winged warbler.
And
nice job, everyone. For those of you who are able to guess the bird before we got to it, I saw a couple people.
Yeah. So
in
Natasza, here is, and for everybody, here is the January 2024 cover of Birding Magazine.
Very
with
nice.
Your beautiful painting gracing the cover there. And I really like the way you painted the bird's song, the sonogram into the.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Someone asked, are we sure it isn't a hybrid? Great question.
Are we going to start that this soon?
It's got enough golden winged in it. It's got enough golden winged. Natasza, tell us a little bit about your process. When we tasked you with golden winged warbler, where did you go? What was your first thought?
My first thought was, I'm going to panic right now. I was excited, but I was like, oh no. I don't have enough time. Do I have enough time to do what I wanted to do? And so my really first thought was, I know that I wanted to include bioacoustics because that's very important to me. And I also wanted to include wintering and non-breeding grounds and migration. Absolutely. Because I'm a very, very, very crazy about migration and just birding during migration.
Who among us isn't?
Yeah. And then for me, understanding what is happening on their non-breeding grounds is really important. So I really wanted to just somehow show this full cycle, the annual cycle, but also, and with the emphasis on habitat, but then also I had to put the plug in there for bioacoustics. So
absolutely. So what place did you have in mind when you were painting this image? Because it looks Mesoamerican, but where specifically were you trying to put this one?
Okay, so that's Arenal volcano.
Oh, yeah.
I thought I
Costa
recognized
Rica.
it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. So I had golden ring warbler when I was in Costa Rica with my boyfriend, and so we had golden ring warbler out there, and it was so special to see golden ring warbler there because it was kind of like seeing an old friend in Costa Rica.
Absolutely.
And just like a surprise
run-in.
those birds down there. Exactly. So that was super exciting.
They feel so at home in those places. Like they fit in, especially a warbler like that. It feels like a tropical bird. It does not feel out of place among trogons and motmots and tinamous and whatever else you got down there. Yeah, it works really well.
Yeah, I mean, especially since they don't really have a non-breeding plumage the way we think of it.
That's right. Yeah, they look the same. Yeah. So beautiful piece of work. Did you feel you're happy with how it came out? You figured enough time in there. You got it.
Yeah.
You got your time.
It was a struggle. I'm not gonna lie. It was a struggle. There was a few
No,
times I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna make this happen.
Well, thank you so much to Natasza. Thank you so much, Greg. Thank you everybody out there who are enjoying it. We have a lot of amazing golden-winged warbler, extra activities going on through the course of the year. We're looking forward to golden warbler stuff. We've got an event, a travel event. We're going to do a golden-winged warbler tour here with Natasza. Natasza will be there. And keep looking out for that. We're going to have T-shirts. I know people love the T-shirts. Those are going to be coming out. We'll reveal those very shortly. The best way to keep up on all the stuff that we're going to be doing all the rest of this year is to go to the ABA website, sign up for our Flight Calls newsletter. We'll keep you abreast on all the various golden-winged warbler activities we'll have throughout the year. It's going to be a fun year. It's a fun bird, and can't wait to hear more about it. Of course, Natasza is going to be a guest on the podcast next week, and we will talk more about her process and her experiences with golden-winged warblers. We'll go into detail. We're gonna really try and nail her down on this golden-winged warbler. Better in U.S., better in Costa Rica. Well, yeah.
I'm going to flip back to this cover again just so everybody gets a good long look at it.
Yeah, it's a nice one. We're excited to have it. It's going to be on the cover. ABA members will get this magazine in the mail with the stickers. I just got sent a bunch of stickers and I left them downstairs. I forgot to bring it. Should have brought them.
Oh man!
But I know. Beautiful bird, beautiful artwork, beautiful event. Thank you so much. We've got one more thing before we go. One of the reasons we chose golden-winged warbler this year is because they do have critical conservation impacts, critical conservation story with this bird, both on its home range and its non-breeding range. Both in its breeding range and its non-breeding range. It's all the home range. They live everywhere. And we're going to talk about that real quick before we say goodbye to Natasza. Thank you, Natasza. Thank you, Greg. And we're going to hear from Ruth Bennett of the Smithsonian Migratory Bird Center about conservation of golden-winged warbler before we say goodbye to everybody. Thank you. And here's Ruth.
Yes, and thank you all for coming.
At this point, the golden-winged warbler is one of the best studied and best known migratory songbirds. But even with that, it is still declining on the landscape. Since the 1960s, the bird has almost been extirpated from forests, young forests, and regenerating forests in the Appalachians, and most of its breeding population now occurs in Minnesota and young aspen forests or regenerating forest around the Great Lakes. This is really a conservation crisis, and understanding why this songbird is declining and what we can do to help is critical to ensure that it's there for future generations to enjoy, just as we do. Most of my work actually focuses on the non-breeding ecology of this bird. So when the bird leaves its breeding ground habitats and starts to migrate south, I've worked a lot with the golden-winged warbler in Honduras, Guatemala, Panama, and Nicaragua, where I've studied what it does in the winter, what types of habitats it likes being in, and what's happening to those habitats. One of the fascinating things that my research has discovered about this bird is that males and females are not always located in the same places in the winter. The bird only breeds in North America. So when it's on its winter grounds in Central America or in Colombia, Northern South America, the birds don't have to be together. And what we find is that males, which are a little bit bigger and a little bit more aggressive than females, arrive to the best quality habitats. These tend to be intermediately disturbed primary forests, really steep slopes with forest on them that have natural disturbance features that provide the type of microhabitat that this bird likes. Golden winged warblers are a microhabitat specialist rather than a habitat specialist. They have a specialized morphology so that most birds chomp down with their bill, but golden winged warblers have musculature that allows them to open their bill, and that's where the power comes from. And they use that specialized morphology to probe inside rolled up dead leaves or rolled up live leaves with leaf roller caterpillars, and they pry them open and look for the insects or arthropods that are hidden in those leaves. So golden winged warblers, both on the breeding grounds and the winter grounds, tend to be located in sites that have a lot of rolled up live leaves or a lot of hanging dead leaves. And those type of features occur in canopy gaps in primary forest, in riparian corridors, areas with a lot of vine tangles in Central and South America. And that's where we find all of these male golden winged warblers. But I found in my research that females often aren't located in those habitats. We can have a whole mountainside that we're working on where 80% of the birds we find are all male golden winged warblers. And I found in my research that females tend to be located at lower elevations, in drier areas, and in more disturbed areas. So where males like humid forest, females tend to like semi-deciduous forest, or little forest corridors in agricultural landscapes. However, these habitats tend not to be as good for the birds. Males suffer really bad body condition when they're in these habitat types, and we're still studying what the effect of these habitat types is on the females. But with 20 years of research now to understand where golden wings are, what types of habitats they like, and which ones provide the best quality, we're now at a place where we can start to implement conservation recommendations. Across the breeding grounds, many people are working together to create new habitat for golden winged warblers. Because on the breeding grounds, they're in these young, early successional habitats, those habitats, if they're not managed, will continue to mature and no longer be habitat for golden winged warblers. So after, it depends on the area, but it can be as little as 2 or 3 years to 10 years after a forest regenerates, it no longer provides those correct habitat features for golden winged warblers. So habitats need to be managed by burning, cutting, having some sort of disturbance so that they regenerate into golden winged warbler habitat in the future. This work is now going on all across the Great Lakes States, in many places of the Appalachians, and it's really exciting that we're starting to see golden winged warblers coming back into habitat that's been recreated for them. On the winter grounds, the situation's a little bit different. There, the best thing we can do in terms of conservation is keep the forest on the landscape that currently exists. Without forest, you don't get the openings in forest that golden winged warblers tend to go to. We have a lot of work to do on the winter grounds and the breeding grounds to ensure that these birds continue and survive into the future. And we invite all of you to embark on this journey with us, to start studying golden winged warblers, seeing them, traveling to places where they exist, learning more about them, and hopefully engaging with us in the conservation of this really beautiful and important species. Thank you very much.
All right. Well, Nate, hey, and I think we still have Natasza with us. Cool. So yeah, I just didn't want to like throw you in without giving a little warning there, because
that's right. Yeah, good idea.
We're now into the unrehearsed part of the program. So, yes, golden winged warbler, and we just want everybody to get another good look at this cover that Natasza you did before we leave you all. And again, thank everybody for coming. And yeah, it'll be up at the ABA website, aba.org, later this evening.
Yep. You get a nice
learn
look
all
at
about
it.
And hit that join button. We'd love to have you be part of the club.
We'd love to have you join the ABA, sign up for our Flight Calls newsletter, even if you don't join the ABA. We have a lot of free stuff, and a lot of the stuff for golden winged warbler will be available to everybody. But if you want to get those stickers, you're gonna wanna join the ABA. We're happy to give those around. They're cool. Yeah. They take a part of Natasza's artwork. Yeah, because they go fast.
They go fast.
Anyway, thanks for everybody. Welcome 2024, Year of the Golden Winged Warbler. Thank you so much to everybody for showing up. We're excited to do a lot of really neat content for this year with the Golden Winged Warbler, and just enjoy it. Let us know if you see those birds. Good luck finding one right now in the ABA area, but in a few months, they'll be back, and we'll be able to really hit the Year of the Golden Winged Warbler hard. Yeah, that's all I got, Greg. That's all I got. Thanks
you,
to everybody.
Natasza Fontaine, for such a wonderful piece of art. And we are going to take it off the air now and see all you guys later. Thanks for coming.